So, you've seen our previous videos. You know that the world, as it is today, is dying. You want to do something about it. So you go, you look, and you find out that 30 to 40% of the food today is being wasted. Not good. You keep looking, and you realize that restaurants use more energy than home cooking. And then all the times you've been eating out, you've been killing animals. Not good at all. And then you keep looking, and you realize that all the meat you've been eating has also been killing the planet. At this point, you realize you're a monster. You're destroying the planet. You've been... Okay, let's just get to the point. You want to learn how to cook here. You want to learn how to reduce your impacts on the environment. So you look online, and you type, "Help, I need to save the environment by cooking. How do I do this? But I've never cooked before." And you find a video. This is that video. Okay, so before you do anything at all, I seriously suggest that you wash your hands with soap and water. And you should probably already know that there's a virus going around. How do you not know how to wash your hands? Okay, so now you want to make sure that everything's clean. So, you've got stuff on your work surface. You can't cook there. It's not clean. You're going to get a stomach virus. So, wipe down your surfaces as well. You can use some kind of cleaner. Make sure everything is very clean, because you're putting it in your mouth. Now that we've covered some basic ideas, now what I want to show you is one of the more dangerous items in a kitchen, but also one of the more necessary ones. A knife. If you do not have a knife, please stop watching this video and go get one first. Now, basic rules with the knife. Do not point the knife at people. Do not cut things that you're not supposed to cut, like this table here, or else the blade will get dull. Do not cut towards yourself, like this. Do not cut yourself. And finally, use a chopping board. I'm gonna show you a quick little recipe that's made of lots of different things that you can just find in your home, and it shouldn't be too hard. So I'm gonna look in my refrigerator and see what okay, this isn't too bad. We can work with this. So looking at all this, you might say there is nothing. Well, I mean, there's rice. You can eat the rice cold and then go back to class. No big deal, right? But then what? What? You starve. You don't get enough nutrition. It's not the way to go. You don't eat like this. This is not enough food for you. So I will show you how to turn all this stuff into something that's nicer to eat. So first you take this mini onion that I found. They're called shallots. Just systemically decimate it. Remove the wrapping paper. Cut off the top end because it's not very good for eating. You don't really have to cut it like this. Just cut it into somewhat rough slices. Remove the root as well, because that's not very good for eating either. Just move them off to the side for now. And then next you have your, any kind of vegetable will do. And actually pretty much anything will fit into this recipe. It doesn't have to be beans, but you just want everything to be sort of not too big, kind of this sort of size. Cut them into this sort of size. The green onion. You might be wondering, you already have onions. Why do we need more onion? And yes, we need more onion. Obviously. Why wouldn't you want more onions? So, same thing with beans earlier. Remove bits that are not very good for eating. And then take the bits that are remaining and just cut them into some smallish bits. So now we get to the actual cooking part. The first thing you want to do is just get your pan to about high heat, medium-high maybe, and let it warm up. When the pan gets hot enough that when you spray some water down, all the water starts running around really fast. It's not quite there yet, but it's very close. That's when you want to pour some oil in, so I'm going to wait for the water to boil off. The oil is going in. Should be about enough. Now I want to throw in the small onions. Get them into the oil. And then give them a couple seconds to slowly heat up and start giving off a nice smell. And remember, turn on a ventilator fan because this stuff isn't very good for you to breathe in. So once the bits start browning, like this one here, this is about the point where you want to throw in the vegetable. This needs to go on for less than a minute, I would say. Just give it some time to heat up properly and cook a little bit. So, starting to see a little browning on the beans now. It's about a good time to throw in the rice. There we go. As the rice starts heating up, it will start breaking up on its own a little easier. And, yeah, an egg. But wait, something's not quite right. The shell is on. So, with the egg, you don't wanna just smash it down on the pan like that. You just give it a nice little tap, and then you should be able to break the egg into your rice. And then once it goes in, you immediately want to stir it around. Make sure, try not to have any of it stick to the bottom and start to burn, or else it gets really bad that way. And yeah, at this point, you can kind of call the heat, and this is where you'd put any kind of soy sauce or anything like that. I'm just going to season this with salt. So, just one layer of salt. Don't go too crazy with it. Mix it around. A little bit of soy sauce. And then a little sesame oil as well. And stir all these seasonings into your rice. It's going to give it a little bit of color as well, which is nice. I'm going to give it a little heat because it's also starting to get a bit wet, and that's not what you want. I want this very dry. Food in. And there we go. Got a nice bowl of rice now. Okay, you might be saying, oh, leftover rice and egg in the refrigerator. What do you mean? All you got is water. Well then, here's the thing. With these ingredients, most of them you can buy in advance, and with cooked rice, what you could do is cook a nice big batch, keep it in the refrigerator, and then take it out whenever you need to. So, you should probably clean your kitchen now.